Intellectual stew. Intellectual stew with James Kirkland.
Powerful and provocative, prophetic and practical,
Have you ever found yourself?
Are you dating for that person?
informative and
I feel
inspirational.
every bit of it. Like, I'm not trying to waste my
How you gonna do better if you don't know what better looks like? I do.
Intellectual stew.
Come on, let's talk about it with me, the mind massager.
Intellectual stew. Intellectual stew with James Kirkland. Intellectual stew. Intellectual stew. Intellectual stew with James.
All right, what's up? What to do? Time. Well, it's really not an episode of the Intellectual Stew. I'm just going live for a minute. I got to test this new space. I bought new bedroom furniture, so I wanted to rearrange my room. So the area that I record in, I took up a portion of it. So I have a very, very small space that I'm working with now. Yeah, so I'm changing some things around. So I wanted to pop on here for a minute and see how this looks. So the green screen looks okay. Everything looks fine. We're going to do some interesting things with the platform. Try to put a little more structure on it. Had a few people who have reached out to me. So now and they're asking me, can they help? And I'm like, yeah, if you want to help, why wouldn't I let you help? So I'm going to do that. We're going to be putting a little more structure on. I think in October we're going to do what's domestic violence month. So I've already reached out. So I put a filler out on Facebook for individuals who are survivors of domestic violence. Somebody told me don't use the word survivors, use some other word, but victorious, I don't know. But survivors, I'm gonna use that because that's the one I know. And they seem to be interested. So I'm going to interview them on the show. And then we got some other things that we're going to do. So if you want to partner with the platform, and if you want to sponsor, or if you have some show ideas, something that you think would resonate with our audience, by all means, reaction videos. Send me videos that you want me to react to. I have no issue doing that. I'm trying to really expand this platform. So it's going to take help. It's going to take work. It's going to take a community. The Stew Crew, as I like to affectionately call you all, Stew Nation, or the Stew Crew. So y'all help me out. Send me your videos. Send me your show ideas. We'll be putting out a theme. Listen, if I don't have your email address, go to our website. Let me put that. I think I had that. Go to the website and subscribe on the website. If you subscribe on the website, then we can start communicating with you a little bit more. That's our goal. And our mission is that we are on the path to better. I've been doing therapy. I did it last year. Part of last year, and then due to insurance issues, I stopped going. But I picked it back up, and I like my new therapist. I really do. I like her. She's fearless. She's gonna say what's on her mind, and she'll call me on my stuff because I will try to do some mental manipulation every now and then. So, but yeah, I like her. I like the way she moves. Anyway, so this morning she gave me homework last week, and when we started talking, I fell on the sword immediately. I said, "Hey, I didn't do my homework. I'm be honest with you, I didn't do my homework. She said, why? Most people would just say, okay, that's fine. But she didn't say that. She said, why? I said, I didn't. I had some things transpire at work. I had some other things take place. So I just didn't do it. And then she said, did you understand the assignment? I said, you wanted a daily schedule of what I'd be doing. She said, no, I didn't say I wanted a daily schedule. She said, I want a weekly schedule, but that doesn't have to be daily. It could be Monday and Wednesday. It could be Tuesday and Thursday. It could be, you figure out what days work, and you share with me those, and you tell me what you're going to do intentionally that's going to help you accomplish the goals that you set out to accomplish, whatever those goals are. And I said, okay. And she said, but listen, I want you to embrace the process. She said, I don't want you to focus on the end result. I want you to really, 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 really embrace the process. And so when she said that, I became a little inquisitive. I'm like, okay, okay. She said, yeah, because I think too often you focus on the product, you focus on the end result as opposed to focusing on the process. And she said, I really want you to embrace this process. As you go through it, I want you to embrace your successes, your failures. When you complete something, how does that make you feel? Do you feel tired? Do you feel empty? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel satisfied? She said, I want you to really, really feel this journey. And she didn't understand that she really spoke to something inside of me. I got a master's degree in public administration. I probably did 10% of my reading and even I almost got an MD of too. I probably did 10% of my reading at the most, because all I wanted was the A, no lower than a B. That's all I wanted. So I did the bare minimum to get that A. Once I learned how a teacher taught, once I learned the rubric, um, once I got the syllabus, and I saw what was required of me, I saw how the teachers, especially online courses, how we had to write our weekly post and whatnot to give them what they were looking for. I ain't really learned a whole lot. And that's because I didn't focus on the process. I focused on the product. All I wanted was the GPA. All I wanted was the A. All I wanted was the degree. And I didn't, not that I'm done, not that I'm not smart. I hadn't learned anything. I maximized what I had. But had I just really, really taken in that Hebrew and Greek Hebrew class, or that Greek class, if I really, really focused, I think I ended up dropping that class because it required the focus. Just so many classes and things that I took in life. I took the short way or the easy way, and so I really appreciated when I was speaking to her this morning. She said, "No, I really, 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 really want you to embrace the journey. I want you to focus on the journey. The end result's going to be there." And listen, sometimes when you flow in the prophetic, when the God allows you to see, sometimes you see the end and you see the beginning, but sometimes you don't see the process. All you see is a thing done. I would have visions of what I wanted to accomplish, and I knew exactly what the end looked like. But at the end of the day, I didn't have a plan or a process in place to accomplish the vision that's out there. And anything worth having is worth working. And so you have to figure out how to put together the plan and a process that's going to produce the product that you are seeking to produce. You can't circumvent the process. So it really blessed me this morning in therapy when she said, James, don't focus on the product. Don't focus on the end result. I want you to focus on the process. Embrace the process, because it's something about the process when you really feel your way through it. You know what I'm saying? Like my children are very different. I have two that will say, Daddy, what happens if I push this button? That's how they don't know. Dad, if I push this button on the keyboard, what's gonna happen? I don't even know half the time, but the baby, she'll be like, well, Daddy, I pushed this button and then this is what happened. Right. Because she understands the process. I think so many times in the process we pause because we don't want to feel the pain that's associated with failure. So it's easier to stay where I am and live comfortably with this dream But many of us stay stuck on what if boulevard, right? We never you know how much vision and dreams are literally, you know, in the grave or stuck and dormant in people's heads because they're afraid that if they were to take a chance, right? If they were to step out, and that's why old folk would say it like this: step out on faith. But faith, what is faith? Faith, you know, we know faith is a substance of things hoped for, but faith is also leaping into the unknown. But you leap into the unknown with only God as your basis. So as you seek to go towards this product, right, this end result, and that's what I appreciated about my therapist today, the conversation that we had. If you really, 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 really have a vivid picture, there it is, a picture of what the product looked like, the final result, then what you got to do is you got to put together a plan. And that plan is a part of the process that helps you get to the ultimate product. The only thing that keeps you in the race and stops you from pausing is that you know what the picture of the product looks like. You know exactly what the picture of the product looks like. And because you do, that's enough to pique your faith, right? To keep you in the race, to keep you from giving up, to keep you from throwing in the towel, because you know it's a vision, and God is not a man that he should lie, right? If he promised it to you, he's going to do it, right? But if he promised it, he's going to perform it. But it's us. Let me see what she said. The issue is most run into, here we go. Let me read this. The issue most run into is they are looking at the end goal, but scared of the prize. Absolutely. Absolutely. But if the end result just stays in dormancy, right? If it just stays in oblivion and we never really achieve it, then what have we done? All we've had is an idea. And what's an idea? It's when I do everything alone because I haven't figured out how to create buy-in. I haven't figured out real leadership skills. I'm stuck in fellowship. I don't know how to lead. I don't know how to cast my vision so that people, you got people who just disgruntled. People, they can't execute a vision, but won't help you with your vision. You're right. And when they come into your vision, they try to create the vision, right? Because they have an idea of what the end looks like. But but when we get beyond ideas, I do everything alone. And we graduate to vision status, right? When we graduate to where I'm creating, we're like Habakkuk now. Now we're writing a vision, making it plain, right? So that when men see it, they'll run with it. Now, Melinda, I'm getting phone calls. Hey, Kirk, your video your videos are good. You're a smart person. But what about when people want to work with you? How would they reach out to you? What are you doing? What are your skills that you're marketing so that people that see something in you and want to extract that information from you, how do they work with James? And they're trying to put together funnels to help me do that because they see something inside of me, right? I can sit up here and do all these ideas and be great, grand, and be the idea man. I've been helping people write sermons for the last 30 years, right? Cats that are on the circuit, but I can't get an engagement. And so I can be the idea man all day, every day. But until I take those ideas and put them in vision, but thank God for a Tamara, thank God for an Ariana, thank God for these people that see something in me and want to invest. And don't get me wrong, I'm paying. I'm gonna pay what I can, because I know I have to make an investment as well. I understand that. So as we move forward, you're gonna see more themes. You're gonna see more panel discussions. You're gonna see that we're trying to produce certain outcomes because that's part of the process. So get ready for October. I don't know how we're going to finish up September because I know it just started. But in October, we will be doing, because that's Domestic Violence Month anyway, Domestic Violence Awareness Month anyway. So we're going to be doing something related to that. I have some people who have already reached out to me that want to be a part of that show. And I can, those shows, quite be a series of shows. That I'll invite those young ladies in and let them tell their stories. And if there are any men that want to admit that you were a victim of domestic violence, by all means, you are welcome to share that information as well, because it does happen. It does happen. Some guys, because all abuse isn't physical, right? And some people can be lethal with that mouth, and so verbal abuse is just as bad. Okay. All right. All right. Verbal abuse. I'm glad you survived, Melinda. Um, so verbal abuse can be just as bad as physical abuse, right? Sometimes, I mean, as a child, I used to wish I used to pray for a spanking, but my mama would put me make I would have to do punishments, and sometimes those punishments would last 9 weeks. That's longer than solitary confinement. But you know, so all abuse isn't necessarily physical, but we're going to talk about the different domestic violence. So look for the changes that are coming from the platform. Melinda, I appreciate you for you've been following us for a few years, and Melinda has come kind of we can got cool off the show. We talk every so often, and I appreciate people like that. So I just wanted to test my space. Y'all like my new glasses? It's gonna be my show glasses. I'm gonna dress them up. I'm gonna dress them up though. But I just wanted to test out my little space. Um, yeah, they're trying to get yeah. So that's really all I have. That's really all I have. I don't have anything else. Everything looks okay. Thanks, Melinda. Everything looks okay. My lighting is all right. So we will be resuming shows probably Monday night. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I get tired. I do. I do. I do. Oh, I forgot to. I got a chance to be on Tommy Sotomayor's show last night, and I didn't get to say a whole lot because you got to be a little bit more aggressive on that type of platform. And I'm, y'all know I'm kind of calm, and I invite people into the conversation to ask questions and all that kind of stuff. Not on those platforms because all those guys are alphas, right? Because they got like 800,000 followers, and and a lot of them 20,000 followers, so they're a little bit more aggressive. And my therapist called me on that today too. I said, yeah, that's why when she called me on that, I said, yeah, I like you. we're gonna I might keep my job longer just so I can keep my therapy because I ain't gonna lie, I like her. I like her. But yeah, so it's some things that I got to overcome and work. So I'm be looking forward to hopefully getting on that platform again. I've never been on a platform where there were over like 1,000 people in the chat. So that's my goal for what we're trying to do here. It's only one now, but we're only 999 short. So we're only 999 short, and it's coming. Now I'd be happy with 50 to 100. To be honest with you, I just want to make a change, help make a change in certain people's lives. I've invested in so many of you because I care about you. I really do. It's beyond just the platform. I do care for some of you all. So I gotta probably not stop caring for y'all so much so I can grow. No, I'm joking. I don't know. But y'all my peeps. But yeah, 17 minutes and 50 seconds just rambling, trying to check these videos and make sure that everything. So I sound good, Melinda. Everything looks good. Y'all see my piano? Oh, that's the other side. Y'all see my grand piano in the back? And my couch, I can go back there and sit down on in a few minutes. Yeah, right. That's a green screen. All right. So what time is it? 7:11. 7. Oh, I need to go. Hey, y'all playing the lottery tonight? Is it tonight? Is the lottery tonight? What is it? What's it called? Powerball. What night is a Powerball drawing? Let me Google it. Oh yeah. Anybody else? If you all need life insurance, listen. If you're looking for some additional income or a part-time job and you enjoy helping people and you can get an insurance license, listen, you should consider joining our team. I have a life insurance agent called Team Better Insurance Agency, Team Better Agency. It's not hard to get a license, and it's not hard to help families, for real talk. You help people on the worst day of their life. Who wouldn't want to be that individual? And it doesn't really cost a whole lot, especially if you catch people young. So I would love to partner with you and teach you the business, give you an opportunity to be a part of something that's growing and that can change your life. I mean, literally can change your life. People don't realize you can use insurance for retirement. You can use insurance for, of course, as a death benefit. You can also use insurance to retire debt. You can use it to retire debt. If you own a home and you want to get debt free faster, you can use life insurance to do that. It's ways to be creative. And if you want to be a part of our team, I would love to have you be a part of it. It's not too hard to get a life insurance lesson. You got to pass a test. but I can get you the information, the study material at a discounted rate. Once you pass the test, you got to go through a fingerprint and background, and you have to pay for your state license. And you can get a resident license in whatever state you're in, and any other state that you want to get a license in. For instance, if you live in Arkansas but you want to sell insurance in Texas, you just get a non-resident license for Texas. I know people with 20, 30 states, and they work from home. You can literally, with the right amount of capital and the right amount of discipline, you can work from home and make a very, very good living. Very, 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 very good living. So if you're interested in partnering with the team, get with me. Holler at me. If you're serious about it. If you're serious, I might even help you. But you got to help yourself. But I will help you. I will help you. That's all I got. I'm going to go for real this time. I keep saying I'm going to leave. But get at me. Let's talk soon. If I don't talk to you, today's Wednesday. If I don't talk to you anymore between today and Monday, I'll probably see you Monday. I'll see. I really could, Melinda, I really could stand a break. I could stand a break. I really could. Yeah, I want to see you for real. Yeah. I really could stand a break, but it's all good. We'll see how it goes. I'm out of here, Coach. We'll catch y'all on the rebound. Be good. Oh, yeah. The world is changing. Why do you remain?
Intellectual stew. Intellectual stew with James Kirkland.
Powerful and provocative. Prophetic and practical.
Have you ever found yourself?
Are you dating for that person?
Informative and
I feel
inspirational.
every bit of it. Like, I'm not trying to waste my
How you gonna do better if you don't know what better looks like? I do.
Intellectual stew.
Come on, let's talk about it with me, the mind